is this kind of symbolism to this particular one?
The school was formerly known as Sutter Middle School.
Oh, okay.
And so Sutter, Sutter is like the Columbus of California.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So everything is Sutter, like Sutter Hospital. And so Sutter is near the name of Sutter and then honoring them of Sutter Middle School. So he was the person that discovered gold in California.
Oh,
But he enslaved the Indians, murdered, slaughtered, raped, pillaged. If they didn't want to work for him, they ran away. Can't hear them, little girls, like all that gruesome stories. So they changed the name. The Indian Education Program in Sacramento Unified got the name changed to Miwok Middle School. And so we had funding left over. So we represent that. This is kind of the landscape in the back that represent like an old village site of this area. You see the deer and the other things, the bark huts are like the old homes they used to have here.
Yeah.
And then they have the black silhouettes. And the black silhouettes, represent the ancestors of this place. And then we have the Miwok dancer there. And then we have on the end a woman holding what they call the burning basket. There's a long story with that one, but we have the positive messaging coming out, like wellness, all that stuff, different sayings coming out the burning basket. And so I can just tell the story within itself. So.
Let's walk through this way.
Yeah, and then it has called the Tulies.
So these are those dancers that...
Those will be a Miwok dancer.
Miwok dancer,
That should be done by today.
Nice. Great.
And then the red handprint stands for the Murdering Missing Indigenous Women movement.
Wow.
And so that stands for the red hand stands for Silent No More.
Oh, wow.
And so again, we talk about like from the moment Pocahontas being kidnapped and then trying to make a fairy tale out of it.
From that time all the way to this time?
David
was telling me a little bit about it, like ever since then, like thousands of women.
Yeah, they don't talk about because even today our women are becoming missing more than any other ethnicity group.
No way.
Yeah, and then but when we look at historical, it's been since the beginning of time. From the fairy tale of Pocahontas, when they were saying she fell in love with a grown man and she's 12 years old. You know what I mean? Like
Jeez.
And kidnapped and took it to Europe and that whole story.
Oh, man.
But then so the red ancestors are silent no more. So pretty powerful story. Like the burning basket with the lake here. That's a beautiful. If you want to go to the other side of this.
Yeah. Culture, indigenous ancestors, empowerment, wellness, radiation, strength. That's beautiful. Heck yeah. No, it's great to see it in actual, as it's being done, to see it all being like actually done right in front of us is amazing. Did you, when you start this, do you obviously you start doing some sketches, or do you just straight up do it on the wall?
They do doodle grid, so they see how the X, it's in the triangles, and the kids will get their spray paint, they'll go up here and spray paint all, like, they'll put their name, they'll put little circles, X's, and what it is then they take a picture of the wall, and then they'll get the print, and they'll put it on top of it, so you see the doodle grid, so they know where to put the lines.
Oh.
And they'll start painting, and then after they get all the outlines in, then Shannon will come up and tighten everything up.
Oh, so they'll kind of know the spacing that they're at least working with before they even start.
Right.
And then they can know what they can put on there as far as spacing and stuff like that. What about the concept? Is that you in the back, like sketching out ideas and concepts?
It's us and then Albert. So this represents the Miwok leasing on history, and so that part, and then and so that's how we get the concept.
That's crazy. And the Miwoks were in this area. I mean, obviously this area. This is their area, right? Sacramento. This is Sacramento area.
Yeah.
Close to downtown Sacramento.
All this area.
All this area. This whole area is Miwok Indian, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And this so the school stands on Miwok land, and now we've got representation.
Sutter Fort's right there.
Sutter Fort's right here?
Yeah.
Oh, no way, crazy.
Yeah, that's where they.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah, that's where the torture and the murder, and they were seeing it, and they put a big old, like, oh, it's a great. Obviously, for America, it is.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But there's another part of that story.
It's about
Right.
the murder and the killing and the enslavement. This name change is huge. It's a political statement.
Super huge, dude.
And also the mural.
Where do you see a time where well, it has to be, you obviously have a strong movement coming to the school, coming to the board, coming to the city to say, hey, I mean, how did it start? Do you know how it began to where they were able to change the name?
It was the Indian education program.
Oh, okay.
Of Sacramento. That's their mom. Her mom is the president of the Indian education program, and so they started advocating for name changes. There was another one. They changed an elementary school in South Sacramento, and they changed this one. And this one we target first as far as doing the mural. We might, if we have funding. We get funding in the middle of next year. We're going to go to the other school.
To the other one?
It's elementary school. It's Peter Burnett. Peter Burnett was the first. They changed the name of Peter Burnett to South Sac, but it was the first governor of California that ordered the extermination of Indian Californians.
So that school's named Peter Burnett.
Yeah, but
after the guy who exterminated a lot of the Indians in this area.
He made it illegal to exterminate California Indian natives. His sole mission when he came here says every Indian in California needs to be dead. That was, and so he sent out bounty hunters, and actually the federal government paid the California government $1 million for all the bounties they paid that California pay out for the militias to kill out Indians. It was actually it was legal.
So it was a federal program, basically.
So what happened was when gold ran out, when it did, that people became professional Indian killers. They started scalping it, and all you had to do is come back with a scalp of any Indian ear, or they cut off their nose. And they'd have these, and they would get paid $5 per scalp per nose.
And that's historical stuff. You can look that up on YouTube. I mean, on YouTube. It's all historical.
So people became professional. So they didn't care if it was a child, elder, woman, kid. And they came back and slaughtered villages.
Jesus. So to come full circle and have these name changes on these schools is huge, bro.
Right.
It's super huge.
Right, it's huge.
It's huge that they even listen to it, like that even happened, because most of the time they go, oh, yeah, and then it never happens. But this actually happened. Right. I'm amazed. I'm astonished, really. Right. This is really cool.
So they have this on the wall in the city, facing a major big intersection in a very predominant white, this is bad 40s where, people were really upset that we're doing the name change. They were mad. Our family been here for 5 generations.
I would think so, yeah.
They're like, we've been here since the beginning of time. And they can't grasp the concept of that. But it just shows their arrogance. So, we're still battling that, but the district has been very supportive on the name change, and very, and you look at the mural, and Native Dads organization came for all this.
Native Dads?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Native Dads, they have an Instagram?
Yeah, we have Instagram, we have Facebook page.
Heck yeah.
Yes, we paid about almost $30,000.
Wow, $30,000 for this mural right here? It's beautiful.
Everything. That's like what, we give kids incentives, food.
Yeah.
All that stuff. It starts to add up. We do classes. So we just don't send the kids in here and go do the murals. We kind of had them come to classes. We give history.
Art classes and stuff?
No, we do, yeah. We give an art class. We do a cultural class where we talk about Miwok Middle history. We talk about the name change, Sutter. So we just gave them about 8 classes of different
breakdown.
Yeah, breakdown.
Everything.
This whole project. So they're coming in not just painting, they understand the significance of it. And so they're not just leaving with not only these skills, education of why this is done, so they can go tell other people.
That's amazing, dude. It's beautiful. Why did you choose? These are obvious. Some of these words like culture, indigenous ancestor, they're powerful words. Why did you choose those specific words?
I didn't necessarily do that. Trisha did, but part of that is, again, it's talking about characteristics of why we're still here today. You know what I mean? Like what we stand for as Indian people. So like obviously we stand for culture. We're indigenous, so we're the people of this land, and then we honor the spirit, those one's kindred spirits that our ancestors are come with us. So we're empowering. We're talking about wellness, not only living well in the past, but we're living well today and carrying on traditions. And it takes strength to do that. So it just kind of goes in line with all of our principles and what we're trying to do going forward.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And the name of the organization again?
Native Dads Network.
What's up, guys? There you guys have it. The mural right here at this school. It used to be called Sutter's Middle School.
Sutter Middle School.
Sutter Middle School. Now it's called
Miwok Middle School.
Miwok Middle School.
Miwok.
In the land of the Miwoks, right here in Sacramento, California, with my friend Mike and
Albert Tippman.
Albert Tippman from Native Dads Network. If you want to find out more about Native Dad Network, go to their Instagram or their email, or actually their website, info@nativedadsnetwork.org. We'll see you soon.